If a zombie apocalypse happened in the DC universe, how do you think it would start? The answer is math, an entity of death, and the internet. So Cyborg had been captured by Darkseid and Decide. If there's one thing to know about Darkseid is that he has always been in pursuit of the anti-life equation. The anti-life equation allows you to dominate all sentient races. And so far, Darkseid had only half of that equation. He somehow figured out that the other half was in Cyborg. So to make sure Cyborg doesn't die, as he's transmitting half of the equation into Cyborg, Darkseid summons the Black Racer. He takes a piece of death and alters the anti-life equation, corrupting it essentially. And this backfires immediately. Darkseid off-rip starts to feel its effects. Decide, who's immune to disease, teleports Cyborg away before anyone else gets infected, but it's already too late. An infected Darkseid leaps into the fires of Apocalypse, blowing up the entire planet. Cyborg, on the other hand, is teleported back to Earth. And as soon as he gets back, his systems are immediately online. And as the anti-life equation uploads itself to the internet, it begins to spread as a techno-organic virus. As the virus starts spreading across the Earth, bodies start dropping. Batman gets jumped by an infected Nightwing and Robin. Batman tries to slow down the infection with one of Mr. Freeze's suits, but even he eventually succumbs to the anti-life equation, and Alfred is the one that has to put him down. Green Lantern gets infected, the Joker. It gets so bad that an infected Ray Palmer is eating Captain Atom at the microscopic level, which causes Captain Atom to turn, and he levels all of Metropolis. And so for the next few days, whatever heroes or villains that are left, they effectively shut down the internet, and they build safe havens on Themyscira and in Gotham. Cyborg goes on to explain that technically these aren't zombies, they're blighted ones, and they're an extension of the anti-life equation. Wherever they sense life, they go and eradicate it. Eventually, the heroes come to a consensus that it's time to leave the damn planet. And as everyone is building arcs ready to dip off of Earth, Martian Manhunter, aka the third worst person you'd want to become a zombie, starts infecting everybody. And as soon as he's put down by a firestorm, the second worst person you'd want to become a zombie starts running around the Earth, infecting everybody at super speed. So to combat this, Superman flies right through an infected Flash, killing him. And then the unthinkable happens. Quite literally, the last person you'd want to get infected, Superman himself, is starting to turn. All hope was lost at 11:48 a.m. on a Wednesday. And if you think it couldn't get any worse, the undead King of the Sea is invading with the Kraken and his undead army of Atlanteans. But Green Arrow shuts that shit down immediately. As the Arcs are trying to leave Earth, our last few heroes are trying to hold off an infected Superman. Wonder Woman, unfortunately, doesn't make it, but Superman's son buys the Arcs just a small sliver at a time, just in the nick of time for the Green Lantern Corps to swoop in and quarantine Earth. So the infected Superman decides that instead of trying to take everybody on, he'll just eat the sun. And as the Arcs leave, Cyborg, who has the lasso of truth, asks an infected Wonder Woman if there's a cure. And there is one. And it's inside of Cyborg. But before he can say anything, his head gets taken off by zombie Wonder Woman.